something. Don't know what yet, though. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. Terribly sorry, we were just... Oh, Ryoki, isn't it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. Look how far you've come. Mother Manu tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just. My old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. So I'll join your company just as soon as I've seen Isolde safely home. Wow, 2 for 2! Right. Need to not sell the next two too hard. I'm gonna be right. Like, why would you say yes if you see this guy offering you something? This is the Warrior of Light, the Savior of Eorzea. Savior of the universe. Oh, I remember this guy. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I'm both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I've sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Alright. You getting hungry already? Alright, moment of truth. Is that right? It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. This company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Yay, we did it! We got it right. 2 of 4. So ridiculous. And I can't. What news, Ryoki? For my part, the Elder Seedseer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer. Your company... Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. To Ul'dah? Oh, those kitties are in the can. Like, it's rare for Luna to sit here. Lily sits here all the time, but... She is... I don't know how you sit aggressively, but she is actually sitting pretty aggressively. Yeah, she's learning from the best. Look at Pele. She gets to sleep, having Luna do her dirty work. Ul'dah, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let's meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Lyoki. Got 5 this time. You know what? I'm gonna say we only get 1 again. I think we got lucky in Gridania, and our luck's about to run out. Let's see. Company that looks to cure the ills of the entire realm. Listen, friend, can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. 0 for 1. Aye, you'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Alright, 0 for 2. Luna's patience is not as strong as Pele's. Oh, sorry. Don't know if I muted that or not. Keep sneezing. Don't know why. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me. Is this some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, sir. It's looking pretty good. I'm worried we might go 0 for 5 now. Ul'dah does not seem very interested in helping out the other countries, city-states, whatever their names are. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Orson, of the Church of St. Adama Lendama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. You're here with your companion. Thencred, was it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the Church with the Children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Alright, I have to take the typical head off. Sorry. We'll definitely keep it around. We'll break it out at certain times. Look at Lyoki's face. I spent so much time on it. Oh, wait. That was not the right way to go. Right, need to save it for big moments. Make it even more impactful. Can't just have it on at all times. It ruins it. Wait, you're the man who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you had it? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster really got me to thinking. About our homeland, about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man, so here I am. New company of champions. say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. Don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. Prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Dang it, that was one off. Should have gone with 2. I feel like that was the safe bet. That's right. 5 recruits, not bad. I'd call that a success. They're all people we met before. How fared you, Liuki? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? A single Alamigan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Liuki. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, and the finances secure. There's naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the Syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Give me a second. Discord says streamer mode is turned on, but it's not actually doing what it's supposed to. Okay, turn it off and on again. Hopefully that helps. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let's return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Wow, so pretty. Nice peaceful music. Oh, Nanamo! In our album.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
A little insight into Albon and Nanamo.
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, It is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Politics are so
I have
complicated.
trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yay, they trust me. They trust a
Yes, there is
foreign
that, I
bunny
suppose.
boy.
Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands.
Yeah, I feel like Nanamo's voice actor or actress is one of the better ones in the base game. I feel like she actually did a really good job. Yes, yelling unprincipled worms would be a good sound clip. Have to go back and grab that.
Cannot be done about Telechi.
Oh, I forgot about Telechi.
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Yeah, especially at this point in the game. I don't think any of them were bad, but yeah, I don't. It's hard to. It's like animation voice acting, right? It's like you don't actually like see their face, so it's kind of harder to get the emotion across, and you don't know what the animation's gonna do. So I feel like it's really challenging. But yeah, I feel like she did a good job. But yeah, as we go into Heavensward, a lot of the voice actors actually get recast. Not because they didn't like the original ones or anything like that. And I think some of them do stay. But they kind of realized that problem. So they hired a bunch of like British radio voice actors. And yeah, so you'll kind of notice that when their voices change. But it's kind of a fascinating thing. But yeah, a lot of people don't like the ARR voice acting for a lot of the characters because of that. It's because the new ones, I think, are also... Because like radio's a kind of similar thing where you have to really have the emotion come through in the voice super cleanly. Ul'Dan is in a bit of trouble. Forgot Telechi was staging a revolution. Man, cannot stop sneezing. Okay, I think Nanamo's stays the same. but I don't remember. But yeah, I think it's right at the beginning of Heaven's Word that they switch. And there's just a lot more voice acting, which kind of helps, because it lets people... I don't know like how much they told them about the story or even about their character, so they didn't know like what emotion to give a lot of the actors, but I feel like if you're voice acting like 80% of their lines, then you have a better idea of the story and like what's actually happening and kind of how that character should come across. So yeah, it's always, I don't know, I just love like a game of this scale. It's just so interesting talking about all the different aspects and like different factors that like lead to the end product. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat, but I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Lyoki. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. And these quests are moving by slowly. Right. I don't even know if we'll finish 2.3 tonight. Greetings, Lyoki. Alphino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived at Revenant's Toll of late. I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there are aught he requires? What can I do for you, Lyoki? Thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. Ha! Barely noticed your recruits arrived. It was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, it is more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slathborn, the shipment. We couldn't... Godswoman, what befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. Just as we sought to cross over into Mordania, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. It's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. Shall see that they are apprised of this development. Yoki, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realized I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Horsefort will be glad of your assistance. Yay, we get to see Lord Horsefon again. Dude, I feel like this is just a, like, hey, remember all these people from the story? Go talk to them again. At least it's done in kind of a narratively... There's a narrative thread there, but... kind of what this feels like. Yay! Hello, friend. Well, well, well. If it isn't my fine friend Lyoki Oshifern. Do you care for a plate of roast karaku? Some mulled wine? No. Ah, I see you've not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. Sorry. Oh no. I missed that last line. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Why didn't he just give us the letter? Get somebody else deliver a letter to get there at the exact same time we did to talk about the thing we're going there to talk... Okay, whatever.
The incident with the New Frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest.
This guy is a Knight of Ishgard. He was the one who helped us with our investigation for all the Ishgard stuff that happened. When there was, like, the dragon pendants, and they were accusing a bunch of people of being heretics. He's the one who kind of helped us unravel it and kind of introduced us. So he's kind of our point of contact for all the Ishgard people. So he was kind of helping us there. But yeah, he just seems like our kind of go-to guy in Ishgard for anything that comes up with them.
Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurth's soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed.
It's another scheme.
Poor
Like
fortune,
there's always
I
a
say.
scheme in Ishgard.
Yet not without precedent.
Oh,
If you would know the truth
Or
of
not.
it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name.
Lady Iceheart.
What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve.
That is a really cool name. I'm jealous.
The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Not scared of some heretics.
Halone's blessings be upon you! Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long.
Aw, thanks, Harsha, for it.
Should you learn aught of value,
So look.
pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
You got it. The cold sets in. So, I think we'll be able to finish. Okay, we're still going to try to finish 2.3 today. We have this quest and one more after it, so we are really close. Hopefully fit in a little bit of Sims, depending on how late you want to stay up. Okay. That's fine. Then we'll just... Do you want to end now, or... Do you think we can finish these 2 quests? Ryoki. Probably like 10 to 15 minutes would be my guess. I don't know for sure. Some of them are a little variable in length. Ryoki, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly. I am a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. Must confess then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this ice heart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhap you would care to question one of their recent victims? As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Up or down? Probably the infirmary was up. Ha! I was right. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. Quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly black hearts. I was traveling my usual route to White Brim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. It was then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all. I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Alright. Let's go check out Snowcloak. That's not good. Onward we go. Hello? Friends? Gah, draw your weapon foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine. And yet they are gone. Vanished like icy wraiths. Cutscene. Whoa! Someone's watching us. Oh, that's voice acted. just lead us into a trap? That was it? Okay. That Lady Iceheart? We glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? To where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall. Some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We're not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best were we to return to White Brim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drillamont. Alright. Guess a little bit of a tease there. Lyoki, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. They should be bested so handily. Here I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Hoshafont of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Alright. Da, da, da. Down here.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
What's happening?
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed. And this transpired at Snowcloak?
Yeah, he's taller than us. Wow.
Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate.
That's true.
So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Thanks, Horshaphant. At least they're still getting supplies. Alright. One more quest. Then we are pretty much done with everything that is A Realm Reborn. Lyoki, 'tis good to see you return to the Toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Kurthus? House Fortin has to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Horshaphant for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alphanud's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. While you were away in Kurthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? Sure thing. Yeah, the end of A Realm Reborn. And what was this called? Defenders of Eorzea. We are the Defender of Eorzea. These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Lyoki, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits noted on their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You want to report directly back to Alphanode if you don't wish to miss the ceremony? I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Outfits. I want to see the new outfits. Do we get a uniform? Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Where is this person? Up here. Okay. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Wait, why is everyone just Okay. That's really funny. I don't know why that got me. Ilberd. I don't believe we've met. I am Ilberd. I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity. I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There's no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Sure thing, Captain. Eargmus. The scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Limsila. In truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm. I thought this new company was a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Oh ho, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Okay. They're blue. We know they're blue. FME. Yoki Oshifern, gods, did not expect to meet you strolling around town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. Wilred! Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, that this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. Never worn art quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. So many uniforms. 2 more. Hey, Creole. What you doing? Hello there, lad. Looking for me, was ye? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh-ho, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry, though. Sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Don't know if they'll appreciate that, but you do you. Isildair has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I'm excited to forge my own path forwards. There you go, Alien. Ah yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Right. We did it, Alfie. You still with us? I think we're there. Trying to get to the end. Yes, Lyoki. Ah, Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms? I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Lyoki. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement. Do it. Let's go. Oh, all the scions.
Comrades, your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea.
Oh, Alphino giving an inspirational speech. He's
From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one.
Crystal Braves. Oh.
Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
Wow. Did they know to do that? Did they rehearse? That was so synchronized. Crystal Braves.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur?
Aww, he's all grown up.
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were.
Yeah, we're also not going to win any camouflage awards. They will definitely see us coming.
We are of the same purpose.
As a bright blue.
Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready. I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12.
Cryo.
I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger.
Oh.
My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death.
Okay.
Putting this happy
exciting.
news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well?
Probably. Don't know who else.
I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
I don't remember. Apparently not.
Then she speaks to neither one of us. Heidelin's silence portends naught but ill, I fear.
Yeah, wait, what happened? Why is Heidelin not
Louis
talking to us?
I pray you yet watch over us.
Didn't even think about that. What's going on with Heidelin? Did we get a conclusion cutscene? We do, okay. This the end of 2.3. Or chiffon. Very good. I see that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let's hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Wow, that's so cool! Ishgard looks so cool. Do we get our first look inside Ishgard? Grandfather time? Oh. Whoa. They are working together. Have the Ascians taken over Ishgard? That was La Brea and Elidibus. Whoa, I don't remember that. Eorzea defended! We did it! 2.3 done! Pretty much the end of A Realm Reborn. That's true. And they weren't like... Yeah, I don't know if anyone else saw them. That was like some weird cinematography. Something's happening with the Ascians and Ishgard. I assume that was in Ishgard. They showed it just before cutting there, but I guess we didn't get confirmation of that for sure. It was interesting little tease. Alright. So, wrapped up everything with the Realm Reborn. Defeated all the primals. And can see some seeds being set for future stories. So that is where those will pick up. That was the Defenders of Eorzea patch. So next time we will start with 2.4, which is called Dreams of Ice.